So national media, they always seem to point to the wide receivers and the interior defensive linemen as being weaknesses of the Browns roster. I get it. Do you expect the young guys that are there to seize the opportunity at the wide receiver position and at the defensive tackle position? Is it realistic for the Browns to expect that, or do you think they're kind of expecting maybe too much?
Defensive tackle room, I think that, Perion Winfrey, opportunities for, Elliott Day. I think those guys will do all right in there because you're not asking so much of them because the guys that are on the outside, right? Like, it's about getting to the quarterback for them. You're going to have JOK behind them. It's more of a unit, right? Like, so I don't think you're asking so much of a not very good interior defensive line room. The concern for me, once again, is at wide receiver. I think if David Bell can step up and play a role where he is that slot receiver, they go to him every time they're in 11 personnel. He's on the field. He gets, a good share. You want him to fill almost Jarvis Landry's role, right? Like, you want him to kind of get there. We talked about this even on my show last night. Like, what would be a great season for David Bell, right? Like, 700 yards, 6-7 touchdowns, I think would be a huge step, right? Like, for a rookie. And the thing that they liked about David Bell when they drafted him is that he's like signing a free agent, right? Like, he doesn't have the huge upside that you have to wait for. He comes in with all the nuance, all the rhythmic, route running, all the fundamental stuff that'll make him able to step in and play right away. So that's what I think. I think David Bell can step up. I just worry about after that, right? Like, after those first three guys, Peoples-Jones, I think, will step up. Bell step up. Certainly Cooper is very good. But after that, I worry about Schwartz. I worry about the depth there and what injuries would do to that room. So the guys that get the opportunity in the first three, I think they will all step up. I'm concerned about Schwartz a little bit, to be honest.
Fair enough. And again, if something happens, that's something you address in training camp. If it doesn't look like he's getting it or he's injured, you go out and you start looking at some veterans that might be available.